Hey guys, something to say, and here is another clip they released for the Mob of the Dead DLC map that they're revealing to us for the new DLC zombie game. And there is a new trailer, and I just want to emphasize this straight away. Look how close the bridge is. In real life, that bridge is miles away from the island. So just take in mind how close this bridge is to the actual island, because we're going to come on to that later on. So let's get straight into the video. Okay, I just want to say, before we get into this, I want you guys to know that this map was not created by the zombie team that we normally see create maps for us. It was actually created for the by the single player team, and I'm just going to freeze frame this frame here because I want to talk about this in a minute. But the single player team actually made Alcatraz for us, so to do stuff to do with the storyline, this map actually has no relevance to the storyline at all. I just want to clear that up because, you know, if it's a single player team, no one knows, they don't know the storyline. But anyway, on with the screenshot. As you guys can see at the top, it says 1932. Keep that in mind, 1932, because I'm going to bring that up later on when it comes up with the guns that they're using, because I want to show you guys why I think, you know, the single player team have messed up with the guns in this game so bad. So anyway, let's go on to the next frame. So the paper clip I've just shown you guys, that is just one. That's one for Sal. There is actually 4 individual ones for each member of the team that we'll be playing with, and I only want to show you guys 2 because these 2 have the main importance. And actually, the 2 I'm going to show you was the first one was Sal, which I just showing you, and I'm gonna show you Finn's as well, because Finn's has a quite okay importance to it. So here it is coming up now. So let me just explain why I think this is important. The importance in this that I found is not the article about Finn itself, is the article on the right, and it says sickness hits hard in slums, and it says underneath it, doctors hunt for cure, evacuation. I don't know what else it says. And mayor claims no. That's what I can make out on that. But obviously we were finding out more about how the zombies came to be. And obviously the disease must have got transmitted from the mainland to the island via one of the wardens probably going to get some newspapers for the wardens and the inmates to read. So had he gone to the mainland, he's picked up the disease and brought it to the island. And he's just talking about how the team made the headlines basically in this bit, moving on from the disease and how it got onto the island. But the next frame I'm going to show you guys is coming up in a minute, and it's of this water tower right here. And as you guys can see, where I've just circled, there's a symbol of purgatory. We've seen this symbol when you're in purgatory, so I don't know if, you know, it means this is where you need to do a challenge. You know, if you're in purgatory, there's a challenge needing to be done right here. So it'll be interesting to see what we find out from this. So let's just hope it's something interesting. Okay, and I'm going to freeze it again here right now. And as you guys can see in the top left of the screen, there's the mystery box light. But I want to raise the question of, is this going to be another mystery box, or is it going to be something new that we get guns from? Because, you know, the light's different. It's a different colour than what it usually is. Is it something completely new we get guns from? Is it not the mystery box anymore because it's before the time of Samantha, so it's not going to be a toy box? So I'm thinking it's going to be something completely new. So moving on from the mystery box complete thing, and here is a look of the warden, or just a normal average zombie for us, and some rape training going on here for us, which the first glimpse of a rape train. And here is the new boss zombie, who's just been killed by the new wonder weapon. So I froze it here, and as you guys can see, he's just suited up in armor, probably metal armor. It looks to be, he's got chains on him. He's got like it looks like one of them fluorescent jackets on him, but it's not. I think it's out of its day of use now. He's got chains around him, jacket on, armor and barbed wire, obviously, and also you can see it's got a light and some smoke grenades. So I don't know if this is something to our advantage, where if we shoot it in the right place and we hit the smoke grenade and it blows up, you know, maybe it it makes him slow down a little bit because he can't see where we are, or we can't, he just loses his train of thought, and he just can't come after us because he can't see us. He just dazed, or I don't know. I really don't know. But moving on with that is Purgatory, and this is what the players will see when one player is in Purgatory. This is what we'll be able to see when there's a player in Purgatory. It's like a white mist running around with like a trail of the white mist behind it. So this is what we're going to be getting used to seeing. One of the players, or maybe all the players, running around when they're in Purgatory. So I think that's a cool idea that they've not just left it to be invisible, but we can actually see the other person that's in Purgatory. Okay, here we see some more Purgatory scenes and some gun battle scenes of the characters using guns. But here is the main part I want to speak about, and this is the boss actually spawning on the bridge, and that's what we thought from this image, by the way. As you guys can see, it says no one escaped to the top, and we were like, why is this involved? Where is it? Where is this? Where will this be located on the map? And we all thought it was going to be on the bridge because you can see like lines going downwards, or like rope. And we all thought, no, that can't be possible. It's too far away. And that's why I said at the beginning of the video, make sure you take into mind how close the bridge is, because if you look behind the boss, you can see where it says alive. You can see the L, the V, the E, the I in it. So that is the electric chairs. They're the electric chairs. I don't know what they might be for. They might be for, maybe you've got to have electric charge for you to do some challenges in there for whatever reason. I don't know. But the main fact of this is you can get on the bridge. You can get on the Golden Gate Bridge, which is going to be amazing. We've never really had a big enough map like this before. The Alcatraz map itself is bigger than Transit Green Run. And also we've got the extension of being able to get on the bridge. So moving on to the trap. This is the fan trap, and as you guys can see, I've froze it on this picture of one of the characters going underneath the trap, so we can go underneath traps now without getting injured, and the zombies will get killed. I can definitely see someone finding a glitch in this where like you can never get touched, or you can never die underneath there, something stupid like that. But I think this is a good feature that we can go underneath the trap, because it's sort of like, you've activated it and you're like, crap, I'm stuck out here on my own with no ammo and I'm going to die, and then the whole team's going to lose. We can actually go underneath and, replenish our ammo with a gun on the wall or whatever. I'm not too sure, but I think it's a really good idea that they've done this. And I actually want to go back and I want to rewind this. And I want you guys to I want to show you guys this video in slow motion, and I want you guys' opinion on what this is around the character. It looks like an electric charge. And I don't know if this is what was on about before, where he's been onto the bridge and he's been electrocuted by one of the chairs. Obviously not to a death condition where like he's got that much electricity going through his body, he's actually died. But it looks like he's got like an electric charge around him. I don't know what to call it, but I don't know if this is going to be electric cherry. The side effects from electric cherry, you get like a little bit of an electric charge around you. I'm not too sure, but it'll be interesting to see what we uncover with this new map. So moving on with this to the acid trap, where as you guys can see, we can see that some zombies can run straight through it and it's not even affecting them. But we can also see that it's killing off zombies straight away from touch. So maybe they've implemented a strength factor for zombies. Maybe when they drop down from certain heights, from like the top of the building to the floor, it might damage them a lot. That would be really cool. I'd like to see that implemented, but you never know until we get the game. So as you guys can see, there's one of the characters with an AK-47, and also you can see some information about the AK-47. Now, I was telling you guys before about when this is taking place, and if you look at the date then to the date the AK-47 was made, I think they've messed up with the gun system, because look, 1947, that's way after this time period, and it's like, why have you done that? Because I was telling you guys before about the mystery box light being a different colour, because it's not a toy box anymore, because there's no such thing as time travel from Richtofen, because they've not started the experiment yet. They've probably experimented, but they've not hit the nail on the head where they've made zombie and all that other stuff. So, there's no such thing as time travel, so no one could have went into time and got this gun, and you guys will see this through the next couple of scenes. So here's another the character shooting a gun, but I just want to go off the topic of the guns a minute. I know it seems a bit mad, but as you guys can see, we're in the elevator at the minute, going down to the docks, and I just want to say, right, look at that shining thing on the actual frame of the stop lift for this lift. There's that white thing, and that is actually the power charge for it, because as you guys can see from like different perks and stuff, when you've seen the trailers, you'll see there's like a electrical power voltage thing next to it, and basically that's where you go into purgatory and you've got electric powers. You can shoot electric at stuff, kill zombies with it as well, and you need to charge up these things, and I think you've got to wait until the red lights above them are actually bright red like they are now, so you can use it. And obviously the voltage thing is bright white to indicate it's got enough power. But I think them red things as well, they must be the buttons to turn the activation of the lift to go up and down. And I think that it's like one of them lifts where you need 2 people to activate it, so you need 2 people to press it at the exact same time, which I think in a way is a bit stupid, but I could be wrong about that, but I know I'm definitely not wrong about the voltage thing. That is definitely 100% a voltage thing where you need to shoot electricity at it to get it to work. So I think that's a little side mission that is going to be a good challenge for everyone that wants to play on this game. But going off of the subject of the lift, back to the guns now. I just wanted to point that thing out with the lift to you guys, but back to the guns. And as you guys can see on screen, there's the Executioner, and there's one of the characters using the Executioner. But this gun is actually a fictional gun, and it was a replica of the handgun called the Judge, which is basically a pistol shotgun, really. It fires off shotgun shells. But as you guys can see at the top there, it says produced in 2010, and they're still being produced today. And the time period is 1932, for God's sake. So obviously there's a big difference in time there. So, again, they can't go back in time to get these guns. So, I would really like to see what you guys want to say in the comments below. So, there's another gun that has just been weirdly got into the 1930s for some mad way. But moving on to another gun that they've messed up on, and probably plenty more, and this gun is the LSAT. And as most of you guys know, this is a more or less new gun. As it says in the top, it was actually designed in 2003. They got the blueprints for it and everything, and then they produced it early-ish in the 2010 period, when the time period here is 1932. So I don't know how they're getting their hands on these guns, but there's somehow, some way they're getting their hands on these guns, which is really weird. So unless they come up with something really good to get these guns, like something amazing that makes sense, and not just like, oh yeah, they've got like this time machine that was just happily plonked onto Alcatraz. We don't know how it got there, but it was just there when the island made. Something stupid like that. They've got to have a good reason for this, for why these guns are here. But like I said, there's no time machine, so they couldn't get them. But I'd like to see what you guys want to say, so please put your comments in the comment section below. And moving off the topic of the guns now to the Dog from Hell. Now, this is not Fluffy, guys. Please don't get it mixed up with Fluffy, because like I've said, this is way before they were building the time machine and stuff. Now, I want to say it's a Dog from Hell. It's not Fluffy, it's the dog hasn't even been experimented on yet. I don't even know if the dog is still alive or born in this time period, because it's I think it was a puppy when Samantha got it, actually. But this is a new dog completely, so I just wanted to clear that up. And also in the back there, is that a perk? I'm not too sure, but it's a cabinet with a shiny green glow behind it, so it might be a perk, or maybe something that we can just activate. So I'd like to see your guys' comments on that as well. So moving on to this, the new Tomahawk. I'm going to call it the Tomahawk from Hell, because it's sort of got the same texture as the dog's skin. with like the lava cracks in it and everything. But I don't know. I'm gonna call it the tomahawk from hell. And this is one fucking amazing tomahawk. And from the looks of it, it must only be able to the characters from a drop or a killed zombie. Maybe the boss actually gives us this. But as you guys can see from this clip, he's throwing it at one zombie and it takes out like 2 zombies and then it comes back to him. So it's sort of like a boomerang, and this looks absolutely sweet. I can't wait to get my hands on this and kill some zombitches because it looks absolutely amazing. Now, on to this beauty. The fucking plane. This looks absolutely amazing. I want it. I want to get on it now, and I want to see where this takes us, because it's either going to be 2 things. It's either going to end the game completely, done, dusted. You have defeated Alcatraz. You are off, and you're on your way to somewhere else, or it's going to take you to a different part of the map that is far away into the fog of the night, and you're going to go to somewhere fucking amazing. That's it. That's all I can think of. But look at it. It's just this is going to take a hell of a lot of time to build. That's the only thing I can think of, the downside to this. But I really want to see where it takes us, because I hope it takes us to like a different part of the map. I hope it doesn't end the game. If it ends the game, I'm going to be disappointed. But I'm going to be made up as well, because it's something new that we've never had. But if it's something like going to take us to a new part of the map to kill more zombies, I'm going to be amazed with this. This is going to be one of the best maps ever. If it does that, if it takes us to a new location, this is going to be one of the best maps I've ever played for zombies. But we're going to have to wait and see until the game comes out, which is so close. I cannot wait. I'm going to be bumming this game so hard. I'm going to be live streaming it. I'm going to be putting up episodes daily of it, everything. I'm going to be uploading tips, tricks and everything. So make sure to subscribe for information on this map and tutorials on how to do stuff in it, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm so excited for this map. I can't wait for it to come out. But unfortunately, that's the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy it and you thought it was helpful, please give it a like. And if you didn't enjoy it and you thought it was crap and it didn't help you out, please give it a dislike and tell me why in the comment section below, because then I can improve on what I'm doing bad. But that's the end of the episode, guys. That's the end of the video, and I shall see you guys when I see you guys.
We drinking up this vodka, she mistaking it for water. This party just made the news, guess who just fucked the reporter? And she followed me on that Twitter, but I know she ain't a stalker. So keep them bottles coming until we fall in.